Right now, while most people are distracted, something historic is quietly happening in the silver market. Not next year. Not someday. Right now. And if you understand what I'm about to share, you'll never look at money, inflation, or your future the same way again. Because silver isn't just rising in price, it's exposing cracks in the entire financial system. And once those cracks fully break open, $100 silver won't sound crazy anymore. It'll sound late. For decades, silver has been treated like the forgotten metal, ignored, suppressed, mocked. While stocks were celebrated and crypto stole the spotlight, silver was pushed into the shadows. But history has a way of repeating itself, especially when greed gets too comfortable. And today, silver is sending a warning signal that most people are still missing. Before we go deeper, if you value real conversations about money, power, and how to protect yourself in uncertain times, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the WISE Investors right now. It tells the algorithm this content matters, and it helps this channel reach people who are still asleep to what's coming. Trust me, you'll want to be here for what's ahead. Now let's talk about why silver is breaking the system. Silver is not just an investment. It's money. It always has been. Long before paper bills, long before central banks, silver was used as real currency. And unlike paper money, you can't print silver. You can't create it with a keyboard. You have to dig it out of the ground. And that's where the problem begins. Global silver supply is shrinking, while demand is exploding. Not because of hype, but because silver is essential to the modern world. Solar panels need it. Electric vehicles need it. Medical technology needs it. Military technology needs it. Every smartphone, every computer, every green energy project relies on silver in ways most people never think about. And here's the key detail most media won't tell you. Much of that silver is consumed forever. It's not recycled efficiently. It's gone. At the same time, governments around the world are printing money at historic levels. Trillions of dollars created out of thin air. When more money chases fewer real assets, prices don't just rise, currencies lose credibility. Inflation isn't an accident. It's a feature of the system. And silver sits directly in the path of that reality. For years, silver prices have been artificially held down through paper markets, futures contracts, derivatives, promises of silver that doesn't actually exist. On paper, there's plenty of silver. In reality, there isn't. This is where the system starts to crack. Think about this. For every ounce of physical silver available, there are hundreds of paper claims against it. That means if even a small percentage of investors demand real delivery, the system breaks. Not slowly, suddenly. And once confidence is gone, it never comes back the same way. We've already seen signs of this. Delays, shortages, premiums rising even when spot prices don't. That's the market screaming that something is wrong. Physical silver is becoming harder to get, while paper silver pretends everything is normal. Now, let's talk about the $100 silver question. People hear $100 silver and immediately laugh. They compare it to today's price and assume it's impossible. But that reaction only makes sense if you believe the dollar will remain strong, inflation will stay under control, and supply will magically increase. None of those things are happening. In the 1980s, silver reached nearly $50 an ounce. Adjusted for inflation alone, that price today would be well over $150. And that was without today's massive industrial demand. Without today's debt levels. Without today's money printing. Silver doesn't need hype to reach $100. It only needs reality to catch up. As trust in fiat currency weakens, people move toward hard assets. Gold gets attention, but silver is more accessible, more affordable. And historically, silver moves faster and harder once momentum starts. When silver breaks, it doesn't crawl. It explodes. Central banks understand this. Governments understand this. That's why silver has been ignored publicly but controlled quietly. Because silver exposes inflation. It exposes manipulation. It exposes the truth behind paper money. This isn't about getting rich overnight. This is about protection. It's about positioning yourself before the crowd realizes what's happening. Most people wait for confirmation. By then, it's too late. Ask yourself this simple question. If the system is stable, why does it require constant money printing? Why does debt keep growing? Why do purchasing power and savings keep shrinking? The answers aren't comfortable, but they're clear. Silver doesn't lie. It doesn't default. It doesn't depend on trust. It just exists. At the WISE Investors, we don't chase noise. We look at patterns. And the pattern right now is clear. Silver is not being priced as money. It's being priced as an inconvenience. And that disconnect cannot last forever. When the paper market finally loses control, silver will be repriced not gradually, but violently. And when that happens, people won't ask why silver hit $100. They'll ask why they didn't pay attention sooner. This moment feels quiet, but that's how every major shift begins. The loud part comes later. Right now, the opportunity belongs to those who can think independently. Those who understand that wealth isn't built by following crowds, but by moving before them. If this video made you think differently about silver, drop a comment below and share your perspective. Are we heading toward $100 silver? Or is the system already closer to breaking than most realize? Your comment helps this conversation grow. And if you know someone who still believes inflation is temporary and the system is fine, share this video with them. Sometimes one video is enough to plant a seed. Stay sharp, stay curious, and stay prepared. This is the WISE Investors, and we'll see you in the next one.